13 News. This is breaking news.
Well, just into our newsroom within the past 20 minutes, authorities in Rock County have identified the 17-year-old driver charged in a fatal crash. Carter Petit is from Beloit. He's charged with 1 count of homicide and negligent operation of a motor vehicle. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says Petit was driving when he lost control of the car and went into the ditch. This happened just after 3:45 yesterday afternoon near the intersection of South Emerald Grove Road and East Larson Road. 3 other juveniles were taken to the hospital and are expected to recover. Petit is scheduled to be in Rock County Court tomorrow at 3 p.m.